Today, we're comparing the two most luxurious day trains in the UK. First, we'll be spending the day on board England's most iconic train, the British Pullman.
I love how many people are taking photos of our train when we drive by.
Then we'll head west to Wales, where we'll board the lesser-known but equally elegant Northern Belle.
Would you mind kissing me on the hand?
Kissing it?
No, hit it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Stick around to see what you get when you pay over $1,000 for a train that doesn't actually take you anywhere.
Good morning from London, Victoria. Today we are riding one of the most iconic trains in the world, the British Pullman. This is one of those days where it is truly more about the journey than the destination. And I think this is the first train that we've ever ridden that doesn't actually take us anywhere. We end up right back here in London tonight.
The experience started before we even got on the train. After checking in, we were greeted with some welcome drinks.
Started the morning with an apple juice. It is actually apple juice.
And while we waited to board the train, we got to listen to live music and snap a few fun photos.
No more. Lovely.
So you just have to point it at us, it's already going.
Okay, right. I don't need to press anything.
No, it's perfect. Here we go.
Step on board, turn to the right,
Okay.
and Arthur's going to follow you
Got a new
in. Show to your
videographer.
seats, and I'll bring your camera. Go on, Arthur.
Thank you very much.
I feel like I'm a live crew here.
You're nailing it. You're nailing it.
Keep going.
Didn't know the train came with a
Open
videographer.
the door first.
Oh my god.
All yours.
So beautiful.
Very fancy.
I can sign off now.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
We'll send you your payment later.
Thank you.
All right.
Oh my gosh. This is our train seat. We have our own private room. It feels like a time capsule. Like I'm just sitting in 1922 at my fine dining table, waiting for my tea.
Are you a British smoker?
I mean, it's 1922. Everybody smokes.
Tidy smokers like an ashtray handy.
Wow, that's
I
impressive.
used to work in medic circle.
Bravo! And we're off. They've just served us bellinis, which is ice cold prosecco with seasonal pressed fruit puree. We've been going a total of 2.5 minutes, and I already don't want it to be over.
Just enjoying the British urban side.
Before this train goes any further, let me quickly fill you in on a little bit of the British Pullman's history. The first ever Pullman coach began service in 1874, which set the standard for luxury train service. I was surprised to learn that the company's founder, George Pullman, was actually an American engineer who only later decided to bring the Pullman train service to the beautiful British countryside. The carriages on the British Pullman have carried many famous people from around the world, including Winston Churchill and Queen Elizabeth, and they've all been restored and maintained in a way that's meant to transport you back in time to the era of when these elegant trains were built. More on that in a minute.
That is amazing. My mustache is getting long.
Usually I'm the only one who gets excited about food around here, but when it comes to crunchy, buttery, sugary breakfast pastries,
I'm your guy.
coffee and prosecco.
Coffee and brandy.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Life is all about balance. Yesterday, we were trying to ride electric surfboards across the English Channel. And we spent most of the day stranded on a boat in the middle of the ocean. We went to sleep at 2 a.m. last night, had to be in London at 9. Thankfully, there's coffee.
Do I look as tired as I feel right now? Top 3 prettiest parfaits I've ever had. Brunch is second. Simple, yet divine.
So the British Pullman operates a lot of different routes. The route that we're on today is called the Historic Bath Route. And the plan for today is to take a 3.5-hour journey to Bath, which we are currently on, during which we're obviously being served a very delicious brunch. Then we have a few hours to explore the city, and then we have a 3.5-hour train ride back to London, where we'll be served a very fancy dinner. I told you yesterday was a long day.
Wow, I'm pretty sure this is the best shared any train I've ever experienced. Of course, our private bathroom on the Orient Express with the emerald sink and our own shower is the best of all. But this, the floor itself is art. Look at this mosaic. There's an orchid, the soap and moisturizer. I kid you not, I just put this lotion all over my body like it was sunscreen on spring break. 10 out of 10. Even the lock and the door handle are pretty.
We're about an hour and a half into the ride and the landscape has totally changed. It is nothing but rolling green hills and beautiful farmland. Also, we've been seeing these vibrant yellow fields ever since we arrived in the UK a week ago, and we just figured out that it's rapeseed, which is what they use to make canola oil. Who knew canola oil came from such a beautiful plant?
Whoa. Baby. They call this avocado crunch, served with truffle pearls, poached egg, toasted English muffin, and hollandaise sauce. Eee! So good. I've never liked hollandaise sauce, but this one's amazing. Wow. Fancy. Thank you, Danny.
Oh, you're welcome.
This is the prettiest water bottle holder I've ever
Thank
seen.
you.
Quarter to four. Quarter to four, platform number 2.
Thank you.
Platform number 2.
Time to go explore Bath.
So the town of Bath was actually founded in 60 AD by the Romans because there are actually hot springs here where they would come to use the baths.
Oh, it is warm.
It's thick. It's kind of like medicine. It's not enjoyable when it goes down, but it's supposed to be good for you.
Minerally.
I believe we just accidentally joined a walking tour. And fun fact about Bath, the entire city is the only full city in all of England to be considered a UNESCO World Heritage Site.
I felt like that was gonna hit me in the face. Wow. I get it. This is amazing.
Real quick, we want to say a big thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. The part of our lives that you don't see a lot of is all the time that we spend behind our computers trying to get these videos up every week. That means working on planes, trains, buses, in hotel rooms, pretty much anywhere that we can turn into an office, we will. But a lot of times this means connecting to public Wi-Fi, which can be a gold mine for hackers. That's why we've been using Surfshark for the past few years. If you don't already know, Surfshark is a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network, and it encrypts all the data sent between our computer and the internet so that no one can steal our sensitive information. But that's the boring, necessary side of a VPN. The fun part is it can be used to change the virtual location of your computer and give you access to a completely new content library. If you don't already have a VPN, we highly recommend Surfshark. It is the only one that we have been using exclusively now for the last few years. It's also the only VPN that you can use one account for unlimited devices. Plus, if you use our code Kara and Nate, you can get 3 months for free, and there's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there is no risk to try it out. To get started, just click the link in the description below. Train's gonna leave us. Gotta go back to London.
There you are, welcome.
Thank you.
It's a bit warm in here. This train was built in the 1920s, so there's no AC, but they did give us fans. Warm, sunny days in the UK are always welcome in my book.
Well, Bath is beautiful.
Goodbye, Bob! That is some good looking bread. Do I use this outside? We don't belong here. Starting with the sourdough with charcoal. Oh! I had a butter knife the whole time. Oops. That never happened.
When I was a teenager, my parents made me take a class about manners and fancy dining, and I hated going to it. And now I really wish I would have paid attention and listened, because I'm not exactly sure what to do with all this stuff.
I think the top ones are for your appetizers, and then you start from the outside, and then work your way in. 1, 2, 3, 4 courses. Wait, this might be dessert. I don't know. We could just Google it. Also, I feel like we should know this. Do you think I use the fork in the front?
You were so confident.
No, because then I don't have a knife. I think this has got to be dessert. Course number 2, crispy artichoke and capers with Sean cheese, herb dressing, and nasturtiums. I was kind of hoping it would like ooze with something creamy.
That's the vegan.
This has so much flavor. Despite its bland colors, it's exploding in my mouth. It just tastes like the ultimate comfort food. Course number 3, am I overdoing the accent? Sorry. Course number 3 is English rose roasted. Not gonna lie, I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything. Sorry, I can't help it. Oh my gosh, I'm literally drooling. I can like feel my mouth salivating. Woo! Outside of the Maharajas Express, which was just on a level of its own, can I book a cooking class with you?
No, ma'am.
I do think this is the best food we've ever had on a train. I have not touched the salt and pepper this whole day. Until right now. I'm touching it, technically. And I salt and pepper everything. Multiple times. Like between bites. 0 complaints.
After lunch, our train attendant encouraged us to go walk through the train and explore the other 9 cars. The train was almost completely full, so it was a little awkward to film, but it was neat to see all the other carriages. And they had recently spent over $1 million renovating the Cygnus carriage, which was designed by the filmmaker currently going viral on TikTok, Wes Anderson.
All the best, okay.
I'm so sad.
It's a pleasure to look after you.
Thank you. It was an absolute
Enjoy the
pleasure
rest.
for
All
us
the
as
best.
well. 10 hours later, we have arrived back in London. Tomorrow morning, we will be back at the train station to start another bucket list train journey.
Hopefully after many hours of sleep.
Woo!
Thanks.
Good morning from Cardiff Central. Yesterday, after finishing up our incredible British Pullman experience, we made the 2.5-hour journey west from London to Cardiff. And in just a few minutes, we are going to be boarding the Welsh version of the British Pullman, the Northern Belle, and I am really looking forward to seeing how the two experiences stack up.
Hi, well welcome to Cardiff and welcome to Wales, and I hope you enjoy your trip on Northern Belle today. So you're going to enjoy champagne lunch today, and you're going to be travelling what we call the Golden Triangle through Gloucestershire, through Somerset and back round to Cardiff, crossing over the River Severn. So it's got a great atmosphere on board, it's all open plan, everyone's drinking champagne, and we call it the party train, so you're going to have fun today. So enjoy.
Have you done that before? Like 10 times?
No?
That was so good.
Sorry, is that alright?
Nice work. Thank you so much. I'm sad you're not coming with us. It'd be a blast if we could do it together. All right, we got on with our tennis shoes.
The Northern Belle has been named Britain's most luxurious train, but is it more luxurious than the British Pullman? Awkward. We don't know yet. Hopefully we'll find out soon.
My napkin looks like a rope.
First class of money?
Yeah.
Why not, right? This is the party carriage.
Starting the morning with a special 2012 edition of, I already forgot how to pronounce it.
Laurent Perrier.
Also, in case you were wondering, I'm not just wearing my sunglasses inside because I've turned into a total diva. Unfortunately, I woke up like this. My first sty. I'm gonna keep my sunglasses on just to cover it up, but also, I kind of feel like it fits the vibe.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
If you're watching this video thinking, wow, these two really have their life together, riding luxury trains all over the world, don't be fooled. You haven't seen what goes on behind the scenes. This morning I was in the hotel room trying to figure out how to pronounce the name of the champagne that we're going to be drinking on this train today. Laurent Perrier.
That's pretty good. Laurent Perrier.
Kara makes fun of me for the way that I say the name of the country that we're in, so I was working on that. Wales. Wales.
Wales.
Wales.
Wales.
Wales. And Kara was doing a hot compress on her eye, trying to make her sty go away. And last but not least, I was using a hairdryer trying to bend my sunglasses back into shape because they went through the wash the other day. Wow, they're so flexible.
Wow. Maybe put them on your face.
That looks straight. Ow, they're so hot.
Sorry.
But we're gonna try to fit in here anyway. Also, we're wearing the same clothes we wore on the British Pullman because it's the dressiest clothes that we own.
We've just been given a pen. Wow. This is officially the nerdiest train thing that I own. Try not to stab myself. Do I look like I fit in more now?
Yeah, you do.
Thank you.
Would you prefer me to do it myself or would you? Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That feels over the top.
The Northern Belle was originally launched in 2000 and was designed to offer the British equivalent of the iconic Orient Express. Back in the days they call the golden age of rail travel, the elite would ride these insanely luxurious trains called Belle trains to get to the coast for their holidays. Their journey was just as important as the destination, and that's exactly what the Northern Belle has recreated. Every year, it carries a total of 18,000 passengers who will drink their way through 7,000 bottles of champagne and 12,000 bottles of wine. No wonder people love it so much.
I cannot take you seriously in these sunglasses.
Why? Because I look so cool.
I mean, it's just very what you would picture someone who rides this train wearing.
Exactly.
Okay.
Whoa. For lunch today, we are getting served a 7-course meal, but technically it's 8 because these were the starters on our table when we got here. Technically, our first course of the day is this vegetarian caviar. Course number 2, hummus and toast. Course number 3, vegetarian caviar with sour cream, quail egg, pickled shallot, and parsley. We've only been on this train for half an hour and we're already moving on to course number 4, which is quinoa with crumpled feta, pickled vegetable, salad, and lemon olives. Bon appetit. Oh no, I forgot to Google the proper cutlery order. I'm just gonna go with this fork and this knife. Actually, no, this fork and this knife.
From the same side, interesting choice. Sunglasses are suiting you perfectly.
Mic check, mic check. Somehow, after 7.5 years, we still forget to turn our microphones on. Hopefully you can hear me now. Sorry if it's been a little quiet.
Next, we were visited by a magician.
I have a handkerchief. Would you like to see it blue? I blew it. No, sorry, no, it's terrible, sorry. No, it won't change colour. It will disappear.
Oh.
Would you mind kissing me on the hand?
Kissing it?
No, hit it. Yeah. See, there's the difference between a Brit and an American right there, by the way. Oh, the handkerchief will disappear.
Oh my god.
I'll make it come back. And that, I'm so sorry. And that, I'm so sorry. And have you got my handkerchief?
Where is it? What?
No!
What?
Thank you, very good. Hold it, hold it.
Did she choose the right silverware?
Which one are you supposed to use?
Ah, right, okay, so that was for fish, but you guys didn't have fish, right?
That was a trick. Yep, that's right. So I used the right one.
No, yeah, you did good.
The lock was way cooler on the British Pullman. Quick toilet tour. Everything in this bathroom is very petite. There's a lovely orchid and real towels. I'd say the highlight is definitely the mosaic floor. I feel like it's probably very old. Oh yes, thank you. I know which cutlery to use with this one. This spoon. Just really fancy like that. I know exactly what to do.
It's even more annoying when you're wearing the sunglasses.
I know.
We have olive, onion, or brown bread.
I'm gonna have to go with the onion. Maybe also brown.
Why not?
Why not?
Brown?
Red.
Very thankful for the brown stuff.
Oh yeah. Great timing for the soup. This is the intermediate course. Spring pea soup with minted crème fraîche. I have no idea what that means. Looks like blended peas.
Would you like crème fraîche for the soup?
Yes, please. What is it?
Crème fraîche.
Yeah. Is it just cream?
Like cream, yeah.
Yeah. Crème fraîche. Crème fraîche.
She's only a half a glass of champagne in, just for proof.
The mint crème fraîche is actually fabulous. It takes it from like blended peas to blended peas with a little kick.
So today's route is pretty interesting in the sense that we are actually not going anywhere. Like yesterday when we were on the British Pullman, we ended up back in the same place, but we at least stopped in Bath. On this route, we literally just go in a circle and we never get off.
No complaints here. Let's get a little tour of the rest of the train cars.
The wood in here actually comes from the trees around Alnwick Castle, so they're all tailored to what stately home or castle that they're based on. So Beaver is covered in bees. Apparently the family at Beaver Castle produce their own honey. So this was actually the Queen Mother's carriage. It was part of the old royal troop. It's famously said that her seat was seat number 20. So her seat was this one, the one that is closest to the kitchen. We don't really know the reason why, but apparently this was her seat.
Hey, I get it.
Yeah.
Do you get your food first?
Well, maybe that was the thing. Maybe she did get it first.
Can I sit in the Queen's
Of course you can, after you seat, yeah.
The royal seat number 20.
Perfect. Suits
I
you.
love
Maybe,
it.
maybe that's your seat now. We'll rename it.
And for course number 6, the main course. Forgot. We have the spring vegetable pitavia. Looks fabulous.
It's kind of less fun when you try food with sunglasses on because I can't see your eyes.
I don't care. You're just gonna have to look at my sty. The food has been so good on this train. If I had to compare the two experiences, I feel like the actual like food choices on the British Pullman were probably more of like my favorite things, but that doesn't mean this isn't good. Also, we've chosen the vegetarian menu on both trains, so what we're eating isn't the same as what you might eat if you do this experience.
Never said this before in my life, but that asparagus is so good.
Wow.
Play something ritzy.
I love it.
You look a very ritzy couple indeed.
Oh wow, it's the sunglasses.
Now here we go. Hurry up.
One of the biggest differences between the British Pullman and the Northern Belle is that on the British Pullman, the windows opened, which was nice from a filming perspective to be able to get shots outside of the train. However, from a comfort perspective, the Northern Belle has air conditioning, which the British Pullman did not, and it is much more comfortable on this train. So if you're trying to choose between the two, definitely something to take into consideration. That's where we're staying. That's where I melted my sunglasses, Kara did her compress. I think the journey is actually gonna get a lot more beautiful from here. So far we've just gone out of the city and back into it. Now we head into the countryside. I found an open window. And for dessert, we have the white chocolate and raspberry mousse and espresso martinis. Cheers. Feels like it's in my mustache. Very inconvenient thing to have on my face. As I was doing a little mindful meditation this morning, it just hit me how lucky we are to be doing this. Like these two trains that we're doing back to back are usually something that people would save for a special occasion, but we get to call this work. And the only reason that we get to do this is because you watch these videos. So thank you so much for allowing this to be our jobs. We are so grateful, and we do our best to never take this stuff for granted, because if we flash back to 2016, Kara and Nate, the idea that we would ever be riding a train that didn't go anywhere but still cost $1,000, that's something my brain would not even have been able to comprehend 7 years ago. So thank you.
Now I feel like I need to take my sunglasses off. This is what we are calling course number 8. They did not include this in their 7-course lunch, but it is the Great British Cheese Board. They brought a wooden cheese spread the size of this table through the train car, and you could just choose whatever you wanted. So she really tucked up the fruit bread. I don't really like fruit bread, but I got it to be nice. Okay, I had originally pulled this down because the sun was shining and it wasn't lighting me very well, but I don't want to miss the views.
Corey is back.
My alter ego is named Corey with a K, and it's the new me with new sunglasses. I bought some colorful clothes while we were in Brighton.
Corey always has a style.
Last but not least, course number 9, coffee and chocolate. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know a better combo.
I did not realize how much you said with your eyes.
Really? I feel like we were just here.
Have a lovely day.
It's a good job Howard's not still.
6 hours later, we have arrived back at Cardiff Central. The train is leaving. Honestly, we are really bad at comparing luxury experiences like this because we're just so grateful to be on them that it's hard to find the flaws. But honestly, if you were watching this video to figure out which of these trains you should go on, you can't go wrong with either one.
Seasonal pressed seasonal. I can't say these words.
Thought about trying the accent.
I love the British accent. Please just know that I'm doing this from a place of love. Honestly, when they brought the cheese board through this car, I thought somebody had tooted. Like, all of a sudden, this like really strong smell just hit me in the face. But I really think it was just the cheese.
Just
ow.
Enjoy that.
You just ripped my toenail off with your shoe. This is the opposite of romantic.
I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Who do you feel like?
Emma Chamberlain. Wow, could it be a more perfect day?
I honestly cannot think of a better way to end this video.